Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Beth Fleming, and I'm so glad that you're here with us today for ULT Tuesdays. We have this conversation every Tuesday, and it's around, educating about our food systems and ways to really nourish our bodies and in a way that impacts the environment in a positive way as well. So I have a deep passion for sharing about nutrition and education. I've been in the field about 15 years. I'm a regenerative detox specialist, and it just brings me so much joy to share with people how powerful our food can be for our bodies when it's grown in nutrients dense soil and it's prepared in a way that is very nourishing to our bodies. So I've been part of the Purium company for about 3 years, and we're a company that's dedicated to offering premium quality nutrition to individuals. The nutrition gets shipped right to your door. So if you're someone that's living in a food desert or doesn't have access to fresh food, this is an amazing, amazing option for you. Because, currently we're in kind of an epidemic in terms of soil depletion in our country. It's deemed that only 1% of the soils in America are actually nutrient rich. And why this is such a big issue is that it means our food system is devoid and lack of nutrition. And there are so many stories out there about people being in states of depletion and they don't even know it, but it leads to the myriad of different diseases and ailments. And we've seen in the last 30 years such a rise in things like diabetes and allergies and IBS and all kinds of symptoms that really stem from a lack of quality nutrition. And so we are on a mission to really share the education around what is qualified as quality nutrition and how to get that into your body and do it on a consistent basis so that you can really thrive in the quality of your life. Something that Dave, the owner of our company, always says, he says, the ability to thrive in your life really depends on the quality of what it is that you're putting into your body. And so we have amazing organic nutrition programs here that we're going to share with you. And we've helped many tens of thousands of people incorporate into their lives and feel the benefits of more invigorated life. So for me personally, the reason I got led down this particular path with Purium was 3 years ago when I was experiencing depletion for the first time truly in my life, that I knew I was. And I had just had my first son and I was about 13 months postpartum, and my hair was starting to fall out. My nails were getting really frigid. I had a lack of energy. My adrenals were suffering. And I was really confused because here I am in the nutrition field, eating all this organic food that I thought was high quality, taking herbs, but yet I was still in a state of depletion. And this is when I really started learning about the soil quality in our country and how a lot of the soil is so nutritionally depleted that then the food is nutritionally depleted. And so we are nutritionally depleted. And most people are walking around in some state of depletion, whether they know it or not. And so this is when I came on this mission of like, wow, this is really, really important information that people need to know. And especially postpartum mothers who are nursing babies and having babies, and that takes extra toll on your body. So I immediately got on this nutrition, and within 2 months of consecutively ingesting it, I got out of that depletion and I got back to my vibrancy, and that my hair was no longer falling out. I had my energy back. I was getting better sleep. And it was really at that moment that I said, wow, I need to share this with anyone that can benefit from this, because if I'm depleted, I can't imagine how many other people are walking through life with a lack of energy and lack of knowledge around the quality of their food and how it's really correlating to the quality of their life. So that's a little bit about me. And I'm actually going to pass it off to my sister, who is my co-partner in this mission. We both have such a passion. She has her own really amazing story about this. And I'm going to let her share a bit about why this is so important to her as well. And then we're going to dive into, okay, what is this nutrition we're talking about and how can you start incorporating this into your life?
Thank you so much, Mary. My name is Rita Fleming, and I'm so honored to be part of this community, this mission, this company. And what we're doing here is so special. Like Mary said, just sharing resources, education, and solutions to get nutrient-dense foods into people's hands because it's so important and necessary. And part of my story, I've also been in the health industry for many years, regenerative health specialist, got into this work to regenerate my own body from a near-death car accident and many injuries, and my long 10-year journey of trying to get out of chronic pain, regenerative health was the solution for me. And then I started to learn about soil health, like Mary's talking about. And I realized, like, wow, that's the missing piece. That's the missing link. So many more people need to be talking about this and learning about this. And so, part of our mission as a community, as a company, isn't just the education and providing the solutions, with the nourishment, it's also restoring our soils, and transforming our paradigm of farming, so that we are supporting organic and regenerative farmers in a way that's nourishing our soils, because that's where all the medicinal properties come from. So I want to share a little bit about what's in our program. And one is the Power Shake. This is grown in nutrient dense soils with mineral rich spring water. It's vine ripened, which we just don't experience at the grocery stores. It's wind dehydrated at 80 degrees or under to preserve the enzymes. So it's living, and it's, dehydrated on site. So it's preserving all of that nutrition. You just add it to water. It's so easy. You just add it to your water bottle, and then you have, your micronutrients for the day. It contains your whole food vitamins and minerals, micronutrients, macronutrients, healthy fats, and it's all whole foods. There's no additives or isolates, or anything. It's just pure whole foods, which your body knows what to do with whole food chemistry, and it doesn't know what to do with isolated chemistry. So that's another important factor. And then we have our plant-based amino acids. And amino acids are the building blocks of life. They're so important for every function in our body. And we're also not getting the proper amino acids in our foods today because of our soil depletion and because of glyphosate, which we'll talk a little bit more about. But glyphosate is the main herbicide sprayed in agriculture, and it's in our food, it's in our air, and it's in our water, and it stops our synthesis and our absorption of all of our amino acids. And most proteins that we eat on a daily basis, we're only absorbing 11 to 36%, whereas these, again, whole food sourced, you're absorbing 99%. So it's going into your muscles, your brain, your nervous system, your skin, your connective tissue, amazing for strength, toning, rebuilding. So important. And also, obviously, building blocks are important for our hormone function, our brain, our serotonin, all of these other components. And then we start to get into gut health. And again, this is all whole foods and herbs and ancient soil. And so what's in there is it's actually removing glyphosate from the body. And it's the only clinically proven solution to remove glyphosate from the body. And so because there's so much glyphosate used, 4 billion pounds sprayed annually, and because it's in our air and our food and our water, we're all exposed to it on a daily basis. And within 20 minutes of exposure to glyphosate, we show that there's leaky gut symptoms. And so leaky gut just means that our toxins are leaking into our immune system, into our lymphatic system, which can translate into so many of the symptoms that we're seeing today, from allergies to autoimmune to neurological weakness. So gut health is foundational to our well-being. Our gut is where 90% of our serotonin and 50% of our dopamine is produced, which is foundational for our emotional well-being, for our mood, for our happiness, for our joy. Our gut is also the home of our immune system. 80% of our immune function is in our gut. So really transforming our gut so that it has the greatest gut microbiome diversity is one of the best things that we can do for our health. And this is just supporting us to do that. So those are like a few of the foundational pillars, from the deep nutrition to the rebuilding to the gut microbiome reestablishment. And then finally, at nighttime, we have a tart cherry juice, and this is a concentrate. And so it's actually helping with your kidney filtration, which I'm beyond grateful for this education and knowledge of learning about our kidney health, because that's how I was able to get out of chronic pain, is learning about kidney filtration. And this tart cherry is just phenomenal for supporting that natural process. And it also contains naturally occurring melatonin. So it helps you to reset your circadian rhythms, get that deep REM sleep, have amazing dreams. It's an anti-inflammatory. Yeah, amazing for beauty, amazing for athlete recovery, so many different things. And something that's nice is, speaking about mothers, if you are a mother and, breastfeeding, if you're taking this tart cherry juice, it not only helps you to sleep, but for your baby to sleep as well. And of course, it's supportive of everyone, but that's a really nice component. And so, yeah, those are the kind of core four foundation of our program. And I want to pass it back off to Mary Beth.
Yeah. Thank you, Rita. Thanks for that explanation. And, mainly what we're aiming for with this core four nutrition is to deeply alkalize the body. So just to let those of you that don't know what alkalization means, when your body is living in acidic medium, which a lot of our foods, meat, dairy, egg, processed food, processed sugars, all those things create acidic medium in the body, as well as stress, exposure to chemicals, pesticides. And what happens is when your body is in an acidic medium, your body can start to create an environment for dis-ease, lack of energy, adrenal fatigue, different, tumors, all these different things we see, lymphatic congestion. And when that starts to happen, our body starts to get so full, right? And you might feel good for a while. You see some of these people that live off of McDonald's and they feel good, but when they're 40s and 50s, all of a sudden they have a myriad of effects coming. And so your body can only live in an acidic environment for so long before things begin to pile up. So the core four nutrients are really focused on alkalizing the body and changing that chemistry so that your cells are getting more oxygen, so that your body is able to release and eliminate waste and acidic waste that your body's consuming, and really live in this alkaline free, clear, hydrated, nourished state. So that's really what the core four is focusing on. And then second component is to deeply, deeply nourish. So America is one of the most overfed populations, but we're also one of the most undernourished or malnourished populations. And this is because of the lack of nutrients in our food, because of the fast food society. Even those of us that are growing organic gardens and doing things, if our soil hasn't been built for many, many years, it could also be depleted. So, when you have lack of nutrition, this affects not only your physical well-being, but your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, your emotional well-being. And, we have seen the numbers of anxiety and depression and all these things kind of skyrocket. And so much of that is actually tied to the food that we're consuming as well. So this is a really, really important piece of deeply nourishing our bodies, to affect all levels of our life. And then the last component is to gently detoxify. So we're exposed to chemicals every single day. There's really no way around it. Our body has five organs that naturally detoxify our body every single day. It's the liver, the lungs, the kidneys, the bowels, and the skin. And so what we're doing with these products is really supporting those organs to do what they already do, to be able to detoxify these toxins that we're exposed to. And so that's where the biomedic comes in. It's helping us get out the glyphosate, helping us repair our gut microbiome. And then we also have another product called the Super Cleansar, which you can get with our 30-day transformation, which comes additionally to the core four nutrients. And that's focused on really cleaning up your colon. So if you've been exposed to mold or yeasts or, different bacterias and pathogens, this helps to get in there and let go of all that, which is also very acidic for your body, and start to get out that hardened waste so that you can start really having good pathways of elimination. So that's another aspect. And then beyond those three core pillars of alkalizing, nourishing, and detoxifying, we have athlete products as well that are really supportive of building on a very alkaline basis so that you can build endurance into your life. And I've personally been doing personal training since February and giving these athlete products a really good test and doing our pre-workout and post-workout nutrients. And it's just amazing the longevity of my workout, the lack of soreness, how I can feel that my body is being oxygenated because I can go longer in my workouts. So we have something called the super xanthan, which is helpful for tissue repair. It's a red algae that actually helps with eye tissue repair as well. So this is a great one pre and post workout to support your joints. We have something called the MVP Sport, which is a post-workout shake, which really focuses on nourishing your adrenals and giving you that replenishment after a workout. The Can't Beat This is one of my absolute favorites, and almost everyone I ask absolutely loves it. But this is a pre-workout oxygenating drink. So it's just beets, and we've got a little bit of maca and rhodiola root in there to support the adrenals and really, really flood the body with oxygen. So it has that vibrancy. Then we have things like Aloe Digest to further support your pathways of elimination and really alkalize the gut. We have something called Cocoa Hydrate, which replenishes your electrolytes with dehydrated coconut and pineapple and gives you that straight like oxygen injection into your cells so that your cells are being hydrated and able to eliminate waste. So all of our products are just so amazing in terms of these three components of deeply nourishing, alkalizing, and also helping to support gentle detoxification. So Rita, I'm going to pass it back to you to share the site with everyone and yeah, share a few more things.
Awesome. Thanks, Mary. And I don't know about you all, but I'm not here just to exist. I'm really here to thrive and push myself and see what my body is capable of. And these products have allowed me to do that. They have allowed me to get back into, an athleticism and fitness that I haven't felt for 15 years. So it's pretty powerful what happens when you add quality nutrition into your life. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up and share, just so that you can see a little bit more of, see if I can open it all the way, of what we have available to you. Here you go. So this is our ULT page, and if someone invited you today, they have a unique gift code for you that's going to give you 25% discount, or $100 off, whatever is greater savings for you. And where I love to start is with our 30-day foundational nutrition, because that's going to cover all of your bases. Basically, you can just add these superfoods in twice a day, and then have lots of fresh fruits and veggies. And then we have amazing recipes and such as well. But for me, why I love it is it's just easy. You're getting all of your bases covered. It's efficient. It's quick. It's $11 a day. So basically like a coffee and a croissant. It ends up saving me a ton on my grocery bill. I end up eating 2/3 less food because I just feel so nourished and saturated at that cellular level, which is an amazing, amazing feeling, because then cravings start to go away and then your body starts to actually want what it needs versus sugars and sweets and breads and all these other things that just starts to fall away. So again, it's a 30-day program, $11 a day for 2 superfood meals a day. And you can, just add it to cart. And the reason I wanted to show you this step is because we have all of these different things. The Can't Beat This is an amazing pre-workout. It helps you to not be sore. It's oxygenating. It has adaptogenic herbs. Gives you so much endurance. It's really fun to talk to athletes after they add this in and the difference that it makes in their workout, but also just, not having energy bonks throughout the day, having that mental clarity. So that's something that you can add to the cart. And then it allows you to set up a smart order. And the reason that I recommend this is it took me 90 days of just adding these superfoods in on a consistent basis, before I really had my huge breakthrough. And in that 90 days, that's when I got back to an athleticism and fitness that I hadn't felt in 15 years. And all the way up to that, I felt really good and nourished and breakthroughs. But I really want people to have that breakthrough moment of just being consistent on these superfoods, because it's a lifestyle transformation. And again, it's just here to support you in your deepest needs and goals. And, we can really work with you on what your specific goals are and help you. So my favorite maintenance, and you don't get charged for this, it's just setting you up for a monthly subscription that you can change and cancel and, make changes to at any point, but it's setting you up for success. And so I really love the Daily Core 4, which is our maintenance that gives you superfoods 1 time a day after your 30-day program. So I like to subscribe to that. And then again, you will not be charged for it. It's just a placeholder. and that can be edited at any point and hit continue. And that's really as simple as it is to get you set up on your initial 30 days and then, support. And Mary can share a little bit more about our support systems.
Yeah, thank you, Rita. And, we have a handful of group transformations starting right now. We really like to do this within community. So it's awesome if you want to do this 30-day thing on your own. It's totally self-guided. You can do it that way. But if you're looking for more encouragement, more support, additional resources like recipes, we have a handful of different support group transformations happening. So many of them start on the 18th. So you can get back with whoever invited you here and ask them more about that. But these support groups are really a community environment. We've created an app where you can go in and get lots of resources, helpful guides, schedules, recipes, grocery lists, all the things I talked about, and then weekly support calls as well. So you can have question and answer and share your wins and express your questions during your transformation as well. And then these support groups are also really amazing because it can help hold your hand through the 90 days if you choose to do a 90-day path like many of us have and are doing. So you can have built-in support. And, you may think of a friend that wants to do this with you too. This is when I first did this, I had 6 people do it with me at the same time. And it was a really great experience because we got to get healthy together. We got to make goals together. We got to have accountability and we got to create something beautiful. And that's really when I started noticing that I want to do this more and share this more with more people. So we do have an affiliate program as well, where you can actually get your own gift code card and even pay for your product every single month or beyond just by sharing with friends and family as well and inviting them into these great group experiences and, just getting healthier together. It's so much better when we do things together and share together and not just keep it all for ourselves. So Robert Urich, he says this quote that a healthier outside starts from a healthier inside. And I truly believe that. And I feel that what we put in our bodies, what we're consuming, what we're eating at least 3 times a day is a really great place to start. And this is such a vibrant community that for myself, once I really started nourishing myself on this physical nourishment level, it trickled into all other aspects of my life. And I'm just so grateful for the community and these transformation groups that we hold and just the education that we're all on a mission to provide. So thank you for being here today. Go ahead and drop a 1 if you learned something, if you're feeling a little bit more inspired to take your health into your hands and make those healthy choices for yourself on a daily basis. And just remember that every investment that you make in your health is an investment in your future self. So you can't go wrong there. And we just appreciate for you coming. Get back to the person who invited you and they can give you any and all details and help you get set up if you're excited and ready to rock and roll with us on one of our transformations. So thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording. And if anyone is a guest on this call and you have specific questions right now that you want answered, we're here to answer those. So feel free to jump off.